Today's journey is a little slower. Savor this journey. We're going to Jandayan Island on the north coast of Bohol. This is off the well-worn tourist path. We will see the amazing mangrove forest area there. And then I was invited to go on another journey. We will head to the stunning white sand of Pandanon Beach. This is a favourite spot of mine between Bohol and Cebu. And along the way, there are some amazing sights to see. What really is amazing is all of this is taking place while Typhoon Papito is pounding the coast just a couple of hours north. Sit back and enjoy the peace of this amazing journey. Travel with Roland. It's the middle of typhoon season here in Bohol. We have had 6 typhoons in just 4 weeks. Wow. The locals adapt down here though. Plastic sheeting really helps on the motorbike. I have actually never been this way before. Well, not quite true. One day I missed the turnoff and ended up down here, but I've never been down here deliberately. You don't want to get lost down here, not as a foreigner. One German foreigner used his GPS to go down here and ended up in a rice paddy. And I mean in a rice paddy. Those are full of mud. Imagine pulling that motorbike out. Thankfully, locals are really helpful down here and they helped him out. Nothing beats local food like this. Simple, fresh, and absolutely delicious. Let me tell you another local story. There was a newly built bridge here between Carmen and Talabon. I like to think it is this bridge. It became a symbol of reconciliation for a separated couple who accidentally met on the bridge. They struck up a conversation, which turned into rekindled love. They felt like the bridge gave them a second chance. Imagine driving over that bridge every day. I heard the story about this foreigner who strapped a live chicken he had bought at a market down here, using a bungee cord to tie it to his motorbike. On the way back, the chicken managed to wriggle free and sat perched on his shoulder. I want you to imagine a Minook wildly flapping its wings on top of this guy. The chicken was clinging for dear life. Finally, we've come to Yetafe. Yetafe is known for its rich marine resources. It is also close to Danahon Bank, one of the few double barrier reefs in the world. Well, we're going across to the island. So there's a few islands out here. So we're going to see where we are and have some fun. We're going on this boat. Going on a little boat. Head to Jandayan. Getting across to Jandayan is just 10 minutes on this motorized boat. I heard another story about a local teacher. She became famous for rowing a little bunker every day for 3 hours each way to the mainland. This was because she was so dedicated to her students. I get amazed at these stories, but when you meet the Filipino people, you understand. The barangay got together and decided as a community to buy her a motorboat. How awesome is that? It also shows how kind and dedicated people are here. Well, this is the first time riding without my helmet. Not a common practice. Look at these boys behind us running along. Pandanon Island has its own particular charm. It is most famous for its mangrove forests. The local area relies on fishing, seaweed farming, and handcrafted items made from nipa palms and from mangrove wood. I heard that some people even make miniature boats and fishing gear out of mangrove wood and sell it to tourists at the markets around Yatafe. I really enjoyed this ride. It's not often you ride with the wind in your hair. And then there is this weaving between trees. Hello. This is the island of Jandayan. Got these beautiful mangroves stretching as far as the eye can see. The mangrove forests form an intricate network of life, a sanctuary of countless species. Across the water lies Pandanon Island, an equally verdant stronghold of biodiversity. Here, schools of shimmering sardines weave through the currents, mackerel glide with stately grace, and the rabbitfish, ever watchful, dart among the roots. Beneath the muddy floor, an extraordinary feast unfold. Mud crabs of staggering size, shrimp of delicate brilliance, and oysters steadfast in their salty domain. I was invited to go to another island. This is a totally different island.
Whew. Nice cool water.
Boys hitched a quick ride and our guide had to work just a little bit harder.
It's hard to believe that there's a storm out here. There's a cyclone right here.
We are heading directly towards the tropical typhoon Papito. It is only a few hours north of where we are. I expected huge winds and waves to be pounding our boat, but instead, for most of the way, there was peace. As we got closer, there were a few little waves, but then AMZ Island came into view with Pandanon Beach. Pandanon Beach is a tropical haven for the weary traveller. white sand decks a narrow strip of land, and at the end, AMZ Island houses families who often work on the main beach. This is a place of rest and peace. Clear, blue-green water laps at white, sand-bleached driftwood. I just had to get into this crystalline water to swim alongside tropical fish. As a foreigner, we sometimes miss the obvious. Here, I miss the obvious reef just outside of my view. Instead, I contented myself with the small schools of scurrying fish darting out of my way. This typhoon-smashed skeleton of a building reminded me of ancient Roman structures, and this Bahubu hut was situated so perfectly. A place of rest, a haven from the warm sun. Have you ever wanted to lay in a hammock in a bamboo hut? See that reef? I will come back here one day to have a look at this beautiful reef. If you come here, don't forget this reef. AMZ Island is directly ahead, connected by a thin sliver of sand to Pandanon Beach. The waters are so clear. This is about 2 meters deep here. The trip to the mainland is far, and passers-by navigate around us. Look over there. That is a ship run aground in the mangroves near Iglesia ni Cristo Chapel.